There we go. It's working now. There we go. Okay, it's working. I'm going to start recording in 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Oh, we live, baby.
Welcome in. We're live on YouTube. Look at us. Look at us now.
You figured it out, man.
Well, hang on. Before let me get on my own YouTube account so we have at least one viewer.
Okay, I'll do the same here.
And then if you're listening and you want to check in, we're gonna go live on YouTube next time too. So you can drink along, talk shit, ask questions, whatever. Make fun of FDFC and my scarf. But we are in the semifinals, baby.
Beautiful scarf.
Thank you. Yeah, dude, we are in the semifinals this Saturday against
Let's go.
Thomas Muller's Vancouver. I'm fucking pumped, dude.
Thomas Muller. Oh shit, you get a little nervous then?
Oh man, it's gonna be a battle. They're actually good. We just beat Minnesota, who they play like bitches, man. I hate they park the bus, put their entire team behind the ball, and then they just try to hit you on the counterattack or on set pieces. And it's really frustrating to play against. But we beat them, knocked them out, and now it's Western Conference Finals. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
So, yeah, I'm pumped for that. That's this Saturday. But, yeah, first off, wait a minute. We're just talking and hanging out, but that's basically what we do. But introductions. I'm Austin.
Yes, sir. That's
Torin. This is the Ballon Drunks podcast where we drink and talk soccer. And we have a lot to talk about this week because
a lot
I have been MIA. I just got back from Mexico. I was there for 5 days, so I missed a ton of games over the weekend. Tried to catch up on a little bit, but I am way behind. There was Champions League today. You set up a tier list. Oh, and by the way, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes. Turkey Day mega pod, so this will be a fun one.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was good. It was able to get in and out of the dinner quickly, so it wasn't a late night. But once I knew you were back in town, I was stoked for us to get on and talk soccer because there's a bunch of stuff happening.
Dude, it's so much. So, yeah, we'll get into Champions League, Premier League. Like I said, the tier list. We're going to jump all around.
Bets, everything, yeah.
Our bets, which we made some money last week. Happy to say it. And anything else I'm missing before we get started?
No, man, we'll just get into it. Yeah, we'll start off with Champions League, but first, start of the show, drinks. We got a lot. I love it. Now that we got a few new things to the list, so there's a good amount of drinks at the start of the show.
Oh my gosh!
Starting off with pick'ems.
I was just gonna say, like,
drink.
I might vomit on this episode, and it won't have anything to do with the alcohol. It might be the first time puking on our podcast, but I am so full, so this drinking might be
questionable. Just make sure you avoid the Xbox controller.
I put it in a safe place, don't you worry.
There we go. Start off with pick'ems. Let's get Austin right into it, but I beat Austin this week in pick'ems 13-8. Drink for him there.
That's a pretty good win.
Yeah, pretty solid. I needed that. I'm still down, 98-90. So I'm still down 8 points on the season, but definitely 8 into that lead a little bit over the weekend. On the fantasy side, we had our head-to-head matchup.
Oh, my God, I forgot.
You forgot, and you actually didn't even play a player, and I still lost to you. My team, I think I left like 40 points on the bench. I just chose the wrong guys to have in the squad. Let me check this real quick. It was week 12. You beat me 50-46.
Oh my God, what a shit show!
You were missing a striker, and you got nothing out of Verts who didn't play, and you got a 0 out of Saliba. Yeah, I get a 0 out of Trippier who is like off. I don't know, out of the lineup. Poro gets me a -1. I got a big fat 0 out of Gravenberg, a 2 out of Xavi Simons. I think he subbed in.
He got elbowed in the face.
Dude, just just got demolished. But in honor of that, we know what we have to do.
Yes. I'm so happy I won because I forgot about our matchup and I didn't bring the beer bong. So yeah.
Beer bong for Austin here. So let me get
Let's
things
see it.
going.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even leave the chair. No need. Oh my God. That's the way to get started.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so big win for Austin there. Prop bets, we both lost though. So drink for each of us there. Red cards. We did have a red card. Did you see the red card from the weekend?
Which one? I saw Champions League red card. Premier League red card? I'm not sure.
There's one Everton red card. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it.
Man.
I was drinking cervezas and eating tacos.
We'll get into it when we get into the games. But yeah, red card out of that game, which is a must talking point that we'll get into. And then last but not least, the streak is still alive. Special drink. We had a American assist in the Champions League. Tim Weah gets an assist in the Champions League.
Dude, a hell of an assist too.
Let's keep this special drink streak going, baby.
I'm pretty sure Dest got an assist today too.
I double checked. He didn't.
They didn't give it to him.
It wasn't on. Yeah, I didn't see it on the list, but
I thought I feel like he might have got.
I went to check because I thought he did too, but I didn't see it when I looked at the stats.
Well, I'll drink either way. I said his name, so that's another drink.
There we go. Drink. Yep.
And then those are all the pregame.
Oh,
drinks.
And then I missed it. Yeah, and then in our second fantasy matchup, so we had our actual fantasy league head-to-head matchup. Then we have our fantasy team of the week that we do each week. Austin also crushes me in that. 44-27, 22 points out of Munoz carried the day. Yeah. Other than that, it was pretty even, but yeah,
Munoz pretty poor performance there too for both of us.
MVP.
Dude, I had Mo Salah, Mbeumo, and Haaland, and they all Munoz had more than all of them combined.
Yeah. Yeah, he had basically as much as all of them combined.
Yeah. Crazy. All right, so with all this stuff, you're going to have to take me through most of these. Starting off with Champions League today, I didn't get to catch all of them. Dude, at Thanksgiving, I basically, so I'm in Mexico for 5 days. I come back, basically just first thing I do when I get home is just go to sleep. And then I wake up and it's Thanksgiving Day. So I didn't have a ton of time to catch up on the games. So you're going to have to take me through most of them. I did catch some Champions League today, but I did not catch Arsenal beating Bayern. Did you watch or just catch the highlights?
I didn't actually see any of it.
You didn't see any of it either? Oh, no. Shit. Well, hey, sorry, Tony. We don't get to talk about your first place Arsenal in the Champions League and in the Premier League. This is crazy.
Yeah, huge result for Arsenal though. I think I saw a stat that the last 2 times Bayern and Arsenal had played in the Champions League or something like that, it was a combined 10-2 for Bayern. So they definitely had their number. They had kind of been a weak spot for Arsenal. So big win for them. Obviously, kind of nipping that one in the bud and, like you said, taking them into keeping them in first place in the Champions League. I think they were already in first. But huge result. That's one of the main content. When you're looking at the list of teams in the table, that's one of the first ones off the list, right? That's a major contender. So you really see how you stack up, against a team like that. It was at Arsenal, so would have been a little different going into Bayern. Tough place to go play, but they still got the result. Real big result for them.
I mean, that's huge. No matter if it's at home or not, beating Bayern, who have just been on a heater all year, that's a big win for Arsenal. And it makes you think. I actually think that they can win stuff this year. I didn't think they could win last year. Anything. Mm-hmm. I had no faith in that team. I think this team can actually do it. Having said that, it's not even Christmas yet. So, they could turn into a pumpkin real quick. But I actually trust this team,
I mean, they're scoring just at an insane rate on set pieces, which just carry, when they're having down games, they're having difficult matches, like that just is their magic calling card that's saving them. And they're doing it enough now that it's not a fluke, right? It's not like you can almost expect it now. Every game they're going to get a free kick, corner kick, goal, header, whatever. It's just becoming routine now. Once again in this game, they had one of those. So it's their strength, and they're leaning on it, and it's working this season.
Yeah. On the flip side, I feel like Liverpool have been conceding on set pieces like crazy. And we'll talk about it in more detail later, but they lose at home to Nottingham Forest over the weekend, and then they host PSV at home and get spanked 4-1.
Smashed.
What the fuck is happening there? Like, I watched the highlights of this one because we put money on Liverpool over the weekend, lost. That was our only losing bet. And then, so I was paying attention to that, and then I'm like, what? They lost Nottingham Forest? And then today they lose to PSV? Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I see Stevie G, I saw Carragher, I saw other pundits like being like, Slot has to go, like calling for the sack.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, they don't have any other strings to pull. Like, what do you do? Like, what the fuck is the problem?
Yeah. I mean, it's too early to do that,
Is it?
And we'll get into that. You cannot do that coming off winning the Premier League a third of the way into the season. It's not like they're down in the relegation zone or something. They're still like floating around the middle of the table. So, dude, one stretch of 4 wins in a row, something like that.
They are 12th in the Premier League. They've lost 6 of their last 7, and then in the
lost 9 out of the last 12.
Yeah, and then Champions League. What are the standings in the Champions League? I think they're doing better in the Champions League, but that was a horrible loss. Right now they're 13th, so they're safe in the Champions League. They'll get through. But dude, it is not good there, and I don't even know what you do to change things up. Like,
yeah, it's tough. I mean, it feels like he is pulling strings. It's just not working, right? He's sitting Isak because it's not working right now, and playing Ekitike and stuff like that, right? And whatever it is, it's just not. It's not coming together, man. I mean, amongst those 9 losses out of 12 games, they also have a game where they beat Real Madrid. So there's times when it is working, but it's just shocking to see how often it's not.
So you would do nothing. You would just say, ride out this rough patch and just keep going.
I would do nothing with Slot. I think Slot needs to, continue to figure out with the squad what we need to have out there,
Okay, then what can you do? What do you do?
I mean, the elephant in the room is Salah. So I don't know the best way to handle and deal with that. It's just he's not producing and performing at the level that he was before. I still think there's a way to win with him, but I feel like that's weighing heavily on the team. So I don't have the answer myself, but I feel like he's been willing to make the difficult decision when it came to Isak, and at some point it's probably going to need to happen with Salah.
Yeah, well, he played Isak against Forest, and he played Ekitike yesterday, and neither of them really worked out. They're getting chances in all their games. Like, they look dangerous, but they're just not. I think it's a combination of.
They're getting scored on at such a higher rate than
that.
Years past.
Yes. Offensively, I feel like they're okay. They're not great, but they're.
It's
okay.
like it's not clicking right now, but they're doing enough offensively, right? Where you wouldn't be that concerned about the offense, but the defense is horrendous. Like, I mean,
that is the.
I'd be curious to see how many goals they let in combined last year versus where they're at in the Premier League table. Right. So far this year, they've let in 20 goals. Last year, they're already halfway. They're already halfway to their goals allowed that they had last year.
Yeah,
and it's only a third of the way to the season.
They need
not
to
even
figure out a way to shore up the back line. And they gave up a lot of goals when they had Klopp, but they were scoring way more often. And I feel like I don't even get it. Like, I don't know if it's an effort thing, if it's a confidence thing, or all of the above. It's just, it has gone from bad to worse in Liverpool, and ugly situation.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk more about it when we get into Premier League. Also in the Champions League, Inter and Man City both lose, which obviously is impactful on the table. I think you had the table open there. But, yeah, obviously Inter are always in the mix. Man City's been playing better. They're still a tough team to go up against.
Yeah, huge win for Leverkusen.
Was that Leverkusen that beat them?
Yeah, to beat Man City at home, that's awesome. And then Chelsea beat Barcelona. We probably should have opened with that one too. Did you watch those highlights?
I did not watch those highlights, no.
So Chelsea was straight dominating Barcelona, and then they got a red card. It was a double yellow around like halftime. I want to say like right before half. And then after that, it was like, Chelsea saw the game out, but they were already winning at that point, and they had a bunch of chances before that. They were just a better team, which was surprising. And a huge win for them. They're clicking right now, both in the Champions League and then in the Premier League. They're up to second. So Chelsea looking strong. This was your pick before the season, so you're looking good on that one.
Yeah, man, they seem to be pieces. I feel like they struck gold with Esteval. He's still so young, and he's just playing at. They signed enough players where at least a couple of them had to hit, But he's been a great sign for them. They have
like really 60 guys on the roster.
Yeah.
Esteval's awesome. He had a really good goal, and you think about it, Lamine Yamal's younger than him.
Incredible.
I know. Other big games.
A game I did watch highlights for, PSG took down Tottenham, a 5-3 high-scoring game, and Tottenham was actually ahead twice in the game, right? 1-0 and 2-1.
Yeah.
But they just, classic Tottenham style fall apart.
Kolo Muani revenge game.
Dude, yeah, great little header assist that he had in there.
And what is that, like, jaw strap he's wearing?
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see a close-up.
I don't know what injury he has, but he's wearing this, like, it looks like a jaw brace. It looks so weird. It looks like some, like, weird, like, sex device that he's got.
It's how the thing from Burn After Reading. What is that thing? Yeah,
but he played with confidence in that thing. Let me tell you,
Dude, 2 goals out of him and an assist.
Dude, he was showing PSG. He hasn't done that all season, but against PSG, he's like, I'm gonna fucking show them.
He showed up and showed out.
But it wasn't enough. PSG still won.
Vitinha hat trick.
Yeah.
Great. That first goal was just laced into the top corner off the crossbar. It was a 6 shot.
That was a really good goal. PSG just continuing from last year. I think they're second now in the Premier or the Champions League. So
yeah, tied for second. Yep.
Yeah, they're going to be around. Real Madrid beat Olympiacos, and Mbappe. What do you have? 4?
Dude, he had I had a stat here. So he had the second fastest hat trick in Champions League history, 6 minutes 42 seconds.
Woo.
Crazy. Do you know who number 1 is? First trivia question of the day.
I can't remember if it was Champions League, but is it the Lewandowski 5-goal game?
That was Bundesliga.
That was Bundesliga. Okay, then I'm not sure.
It was it was 3 years ago, so it's not a current player, not somebody from the past.
I don't know. I can't think.
Mo Salah holds the record.
Oh, okay.
I think it was just under this, like 6 minutes 18 seconds or something like that. Trying to remember. I think it was against Sporting. I think it was Sporting. Yeah.
I don't recall that match, but that checks out. Yeah, that's what Liverpool and Mo Salah need these days.
Mm-hmm.
What if so Liverpool, what if they go like mid-table in the Premier League and then win the Champions League. They could easily do that.
Yeah, man. The West Ham special.
Not quite. West Ham wishes.
Dude, I'll never get over that, man. They won the Europa
Confederation.
Conference League and finished 17th in the Premier League.
Yeah. The Champions League is a little bit different, but yeah.
A little bit different.
Yeah, good point. Good point. And then the other match that I want to talk about that I watched was the Tim Weah. We already mentioned him. The Marseille win over Newcastle. Two of my teams right there. I'm really rooting for both these clubs in the Champions League. And Tim Weah with a sick assist.
Marseille.
Yeah. Did I say something else? Yeah, I think that both the teams were pretty evenly matched too. Nick Pope fucked up, dude. Why did he come out on that? He gave Aubameyang like the easiest goal of his life. It was actually still kind of a tough angle, but for his level, like easy. Do you see that? He came out and tried to beat Aubameyang to the ball, but he wasn't even close. Aubameyang took one touch to the side and then just
I saw that he came out. I mean, we saw that twice in the Champions League.
What was the other one?
Yeah, I saw that. Are you hearing me right now?
Are you hearing me? I think you cut out for a minute. That's a drink. Check that Wi-Fi. I hear you now, though.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're
back in?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. All right, yeah. Yeah, well, also, the Neuer did that in the Arsenal game. Did you see that where Martinelli flicked the ball? He came out super sweeper keeper, and he got the ball flicked around him.
Wait, in this most recent one?
Man,
in this most recent one? Oh, yeah, no, I didn't see. Yeah, I missed that. Yeah. Does that happen?
Okay. Yeah. Is this super delayed right now?
I think you are a little slow, but your audio seems clear to me.
Okay, it's about 5 seconds delayed for me.
Oh. Well, dang, dude, you got to drink.
It sounds
for
like
that.
you're hearing me about 5 seconds after I talked. So. All right, we'll keep it going.
All right. Well, then I will continue, and hopefully your Wi-Fi gets better. And you should drink for this technical difficulty because that's rough.
It's blaming my Wi-Fi. He's got the fiber now.
It's got to be you, dude. I'm looking crystal clear on my screen. Yeah, I got to get that fiber. All right. So yeah, that's Champions League. We are, by the way, 5 matches into the Champions League. So that means we have 3 more to go. And then we will know who is sticking around for the brackets. The teams in trouble that maybe would be a surprise. Honestly, we don't have any of the real big clubs like before. I think Benfica is a surprising one a little bit. They're out at the moment. Villarreal, Olympiacos.
Yeah, there's really no surprises though.
Yeah,
it's teams you would expect.
Yeah, no blue bloods. This is actually shaping up like it should, you know. I think
the biggest surprise is probably that you see Barcelona and Napoli, creeping towards the bottom of the knockout tier. Juventus not as much a surprise, but those are the 2 probably biggest surprises that we've seen so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's all pretty even and all to play for in our pick'ems for the Champions League.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to the Premier League. You have to take me through this because I watched none of these matches.
Yeah. Oh, well,
I paid
once
attention
again
to the score lines because we had money on some of them.
Yeah.
But I did not watch any of them, so I can't really give you my.
Yeah, I mean, we got to keep in mind now it's now Thursday night, and as we've seen in the past, it's easy to forget what you've watched. So even though Austin didn't watch, I might be in just as much of the same boat as him. So we'll go through this. But we were already talking about Liverpool. Obviously, you mentioned it. But the biggest shock result of the weekend was Liverpool going down at home to Nottingham Forest 3-0.
3-0.
Just adding to the pile of pressure that's building there. But this, we didn't expect this. We thought, this was a get-right game. And wow, was it the opposite of that? Holy shit!
Right.
Great for Nottingham Forest. Dyche getting some Everton revenge across the across the river. So good for him. Good for Nottingham, who had been struggling, but didn't expect it to be this game where they show up. This is a tough one for Liverpool.
Dude, it's just ridiculous. I don't even know what else to say. We already kind of talked about it, but
Yeah,
man, that was a shocking one. So we had
tough
money.
one.
We had money on. We had a Liverpool Man U parlay. They're both at home. We're like, obviously, United's gonna screw us on this. They do. They end up losing to Everton.
We're gonna get into that game right now. Yeah.
But then Liverpool loses well, so we're like, okay, we didn't win that bet, but we won our two other bets of Villa away and Crystal Palace away. So we cashed in. We made money overall on the weekend. So I'm gonna celebrate that with a drink.
Yeah. No, we hit some real money bets, which is awesome. Shout out James, my coworker, making the trip to Vegas. But he got some bets in for us. So yeah, overall net positive. But you just mentioned it. Both of these teams find a way to screw us. This next game we're about to talk about, Everton going on the road to Old Trafford, taking on Man U. 13 minutes in, red card. Not only is it a red card, it is a red card from Idrissa Gueye slapping his own teammate, Michael Keane, and getting a red card. After there was some sort of quarter kick, breakdown, defensive thing, and Keane starts yelling at Idrissa Gueye. He comes up, slaps him in the face, red card from fighting your own teammate, and the 13th minute of the game.
How is that a rule?
It's a rule. I mean, it's not the first time this has happened. I think I saw some stat. It was the first time it's happened since 2008, something like that, or 12, something like that.
So
it's been well over 10 years.
Fight your own teammate.
You can't. I mean, you can probably push and shove each other and get yellows. It's just like they're a player on the other team.
No way.
Red card. They go down a man on the road at Old Trafford, 13 minutes in.
And then they
come
still
out with
win?
a win, down a man, score a goal, down a man. Dewsbury Hall scores a goal in the first half, and they pull out the W at Old Trafford.
What? That is unbelievable. Thank God that Liverpool also lost, because I would have been so pissed if Man U was the reason we lost because of that. That's crazy.
You can't lose that game. Yeah, it's insane.
No, you can't even draw that match. To lose? Oh my God. What the
Not
fuck?
Score. Yeah.
Dude, talk about some Moyes magic right there.
Yeah.
Jesus, how did he pull
Talk about
off?
Everton finding a way to still screw us in our bets.
Goddamn Everton. Dude, honestly, I cannot win with Everton. If I bet with them, I lose. If I bet against them, I lose. Something, I don't know what it is. Yeah, it goes back to Life is Beautiful when we were in Vegas.
Yeah.
What was that, 7 years ago? And we had a 3-leg parlay or 4-leg parlay, and Everton was the only one who screwed us, and they were playing some bottom fucking team, and they lost at home, and I still haven't forgotten that.
Yeah. Ever since then, they found a way to continue to screw us.
The Lukaku days. That was when Lukaku was on the team.
Oh man. Good times. The other, we mentioned obviously the biggest result was the Liverpool game, but probably the biggest match of the weekend was the North London derby, Arsenal hosting Tottenham, and Arsenal demoralizing Tottenham fans. What was the final? Was it
4-1? 4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, I wasn't watching this, but I'm in a group chat, or maybe you're in there too. I'm not sure, but Tony, our Arsenal friend, was just at an Arsenal bar, and he was constantly sending shit to Blake, our Tottenham friend. It's just, I love it, dude. I fucking love it. And
so good.
So Tony's also a Padre fan, and Blake is a Dodger fan. So those two just go head to head all the time. It's amazing.
That's great. I love it. Yeah, and then Eze finally getting the chance to shine. Obviously, like you mentioned it before, a blessing in disguise with Odegaard being out. As a hat trick in the North London derby to introduce himself to the fans.
Dude, he's so fucking good.
So good. Could have had a fourth too. Good
What
save on
is
that one.
what is Arteta gonna do when Odegaard comes back?
He's gonna play Odegaard.
His dumbass is gonna put Eze on the bench or like put him out on the left wing.
Like, put him out of left wing, yeah.
Yeah, and Eze's not gonna be as good because that's not his best position.
Yep. But man, he is good. We got to see it in full glory.
He's fucking awesome
over the weekend.
He's fucking awesome. Yeah, like that's the shit. Like he's so good that when we were talking about it the other day when Jude Bellingham was taking a bunch of shit for being like a diva on the national team. It's like, dude, yeah, you could put Eze in. And like, there's not a big drop off from you. Just let's like get your head on straight, Jude, so you can fucking play. Like, there's plenty of talent on this team to where you can't act like you're fucking the next Pele, you know?
Yep.
So I would love to see an English like B team. Like all the guys that don't start could make a sick B team.
For sure, man.
Like
you get like a Bowen and a Eze and a Morgan Rogers. You know, like, dude, some of these guys are so good.
Dude, Gibbs White. Like you could go down the list. They have so many dudes. Like all their defenders. Yeah, they could make a entirely like probably a top 10 B team. Like
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm talking reserves, not necessarily like not on the squad players.
Yeah. No, yeah, the bench players, but yeah, like I think that's spot on. I think it would be top 10.
A top 10.
They would still beat the U.S. any day of the week.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I think Pulisic would be the only one that could creep onto the bench of the English national team, but I don't think anybody else would even be in the
maybe
discussion.
McKennie, but that's probably it.
Maybe.
Just his flexibility and filling in holes.
Yeah. So yeah, Eze's a beast. I wish he was still on Palace, but hey, I'm happy he's still balling.
Yeah, good to see him. Good to see him getting a run. Other big result, Newcastle. We just talked about him losing in the Champions League, unfortunately, but huge result over the weekend, taking down Man City.
Love to see it, baby. Love to see it. That was the one too. I was like, I don't want to bet that. Like that game scares me.
Yep.
So I'm glad we stayed away from that because
Harvey Barnes, 2 goals in this game. He is on fire.
He is on fire.
I don't know if you saw. Did you see the highlights for this?
I don't think so. I saw the highlights.
He also missed the sitter of the season, and then went on to score 2 goals. He missed from like 3 feet out across the box. He's by himself, like past the goalie, past the last defender. Cross comes in across the box, and he manages to shoot it wide of the post, like literally like inside of the 6-yard box, like the miss of the season for sure. But dude, comes back, scores 2 goals. They still get the win. Pretty awesome to see.
He got one in the Champions League too.
Yeah, he got the Champions League goal too. Yeah.
I like Harvey Barnes. Let's see. Any other ones that I don't think there's anything else that is really necessary.
Yeah, we could just check it on the table. But yeah, Arsenal 4 wins out of the last 5 with a draw. So they're 6 points clear of Chelsea. You mentioned up into second place in the table. They're 1 point ahead of Man City now, coming off that loss. Aston Villa struggling to start the year, in the top 4 now.
Talk about a turnaround, dude. They
Great
are
to see,
on
man.
fire. They're like the reverse Liverpool.
Yeah, 4 out of the last 5 dubs for them. Got them into the top 4. Crystal Palace hanging around in 5th place. Then you got Brighton, Sunderland, and Bournemouth all tied 6 through 8. Right behind them, Tottenham, Man U, Everton, and then Liverpool you mentioned in 12th. There it is.
Palace, baby. I still have like 10 of these stickers.
I need one, man. Give me
slap them around town.
Yeah. And then at the bottom, currently at the bottom, West Ham still technically in 17th on goal difference, out of the relegation zone, but tied on points with Leeds at 11, Burnley in 19th, and then Wolves 2 points a third of the way into the season.
I know.
They're on pace for 6 points on the year.
I don't want to talk about it. All right.
We don't need to talk about it, but it has to be. I mean, I feel like this has to be worse than that Cardiff year a few years ago.
No,
like,
what about last year?
Southampton was pretty bad. No, but I still think they got to like 12 points or something, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they did. They were all time.
Yeah, no, they got to 12 points. They got to 12 points. They had 2 wins, 6 draws.
Okay.
So Wolves on pace to shatter Southampton's tally from last year.
I think they're better than 2 points, but I don't think this team's making it out of relegation. I was nervous about them going into the year. Like their roster they didn't reload. It was just decimated.
Yeah.
Ugh, tough one. All right, you have 2 bits of news, trivia, and then we'll get into the tier list.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll do the news and the trivia together, and then we'll jump into the tier list. So first up, we already talked about a little bit about with Arne Slot and the pressure that's building. Obviously, team's not performing. What do you do in the situation? There's also been a lot of talk about Xabi Alonso at Real Madrid. It's looking like the players really don't like him in the locker room. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I've heard some stories about Vinicius and other players. So I don't know the full gist of it, but a lot of pressure in both of those areas. You already talked about it a little bit, but I did want to just discuss what do you do in these types of situations, right? These huge clubs, big name managers for big money, especially, Slot obviously is coming off the championship, but still is only been there 1 year, Xabi Alonso, new manager this year. So it kind of puts it in this weird limbo state. What do you do? Like, what is the right move?
I don't know. Whenever teams are struggling, it's always on the coach and it's never on the players. Like it really should be flipped. But I think you have to ride out both situations a little bit. Unless it's like a Ten Hag or something, but like both these managers have history, are like bona fide, like quality managers. I don't know what it is about Real Madrid, but there's a lot of. We talked about Jude Bellingham already. There's a lot of egos on that team. There's it's just Real Madrid is a different animal. I would keep it rolling and just see how it goes. It's still so early, dude. It's so early in the season. It's a long season, so you got to give them more leash. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe by Christmas, maybe they do a coach trade. An Arne Slot for Xabi Alonso go back to Liverpool, huh?
Like it.
Who says no?
I like it. I like it.
Everyone gets a fresh start.
I feel like neither of them say no.
I bet both
bring Xabi Alonso back home. Yeah, it all makes sense.
Hey, I think rewrite both those stories. Let's go.
Love it. All right, the other bit of news, we haven't talked about him in a while. I had to give him a shout out. Austin's just been dying to talk about this guy, Mudryk.
Oh, I know. Hell yeah. Why? Tell me.
Back in the news, he took and passed a lie detector test to prove that he never knowingly took a banned substance in his bid and effort to try to get his sentence overturned. So there's been a little bit of positive progress, you can say.
Oh, my God. Come on. That is such bullshit, dude. I buy zero of that. I am not believing that for a second. I mean, hey, A for effort by his agent or whomever came up with that idea. But no, dude, a lie detector test.
I want to see who administered this test. Like,
right?
Just give me a picture. It's like 100% his agent with like fake wires strapped to an iPhone or something.
And even if he took it unknowingly, like that doesn't matter. I mean. Maybe
I think it would help in reducing your sentence, but it's not going to eliminate it. Yeah.
Well, they reduced Pogba's, right? His got reduced. I don't remember if there was a reason for that. Like, certainly was a lie detector test. but his got reduced, so maybe Mudryk's will too. I just want to see him back playing. He was one of those guys that like I always believed in, but maybe it's because he was juiced up that he was so fucking fast. I don't know.
I mean, you'd always talked about how he could also be an Olympian if he wanted. So,
dude, I just remember him playing at Schalke, and he was just jumping off the screen whenever I watched that. I was like, who the fuck is this guy just blowing by people on the left side? And then he gets to Chelsea, and he runs into the Chelsea problem that a lot of guys ran into on that team. Just a horrible time to be there, and I think it just derailed his. And then he has this, so it's just like I'll forever believe that he's still
a career player. Completely derailed for sure. So we'll see if he can turn it around. All right, I got a couple.
Maybe he'll join Wolves in the Champions, or and then get him
in the
promoted.
Championship, bring him back to glory.
Yeah.
I like that. There you go.
I love a good redemption story.
Couple trivia questions for you before the tier list that we're going to get into. First up, regarding the Champions League, I have a list in front of me of the players with the longest streaks of consecutive seasons scoring in the Champions League. So scoring at least one goal consecutive years. The longest streak is 18 years.
Oh. My first 18 is fucking long.
That is crazy.
My first instinct was Lewandowski has to be on this list.
He is in the top 5. He's actually at 14, but obviously he's still going. Yeah. So he might get to that.
18. How the fuck? Well, then I guess it's got to be Cristiano.
Cristiano is actually only third on the list.
Yeah, that's too long.
Cristiano third on the list at 16. Got a couple hints for you. Let me know if you need them.
I definitely need one.
It's actually a tie for first at 18 years. So there isn't one person above the other.
There's Messi.
I think there's a very obvious one.
Well, Messi.
That you should guess. Messi, yep.
But he 18, really?
18.
Wow. See, I thought he and Cristiano would both be around the same. Okay. Well, who's the other one?
I'm trying to think of a hint for this one. The hint for this one, you mentioned Ronaldo, but this guy was right alongside Ronaldo for a big part of his streak.
Rooney?
No.
I don't know.
Striker.
I don't know.
Karim Benzema.
Oh, dude, he always gets forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Okay, I'm drinking for that.
I with Messi at the top. All right, rounding out the top 5 is another player from Real Madrid. This streak ended at least 10 years ago. Actually, I think I have it here. This streak ended in 2011, so obviously a player that was a little bit older, but he had a 14-year streak. A legendary player for Real Madrid.
Figo? No.
Not Figo.
Raul?
Raul in the top 5.
That's who it was. You know, I said Figo, and my brain, I was thinking Raul.
You're picturing Raul, yeah. And then others on the list.
He continued to ball out at Schalke.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That was probably at Schalke that where that finished.
Dude, that Schalke team was sick. Who was
was Huntelaar still on the team?
Huntelaar, yeah. Klaas van Huntelaar. Dude, he was a stud. Dude, that team was sick. They had another dude too. I can't remember right now, but yeah, that Schalke team was legit. Did I ever tell you?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you I was bussing a table at McClintock's in college, and this was around that time, and there was a dude in there with a Schalke hat, and
I think I remember you telling me.
And I was like, oh, I like your Schalke hat. And he was just eating, and he goes, "You know Schalke?" He was clearly German, and I was like, "Yeah, I know Schalke." he's like, we're from Germany and like we're whatever on vacation, blah blah blah. And he's like, how do you know Schalke? And I was like, I know Schalke. I love soccer. I watch Champions League. Like I started naming like Huntelaar and Raul and the other dude. I cannot think of his name. I can see his face. Anyways, we started talking about Schalke for like 5-10 minutes, and he was so pumped that I knew Schalke that he just on the spot just gave me a $20 tip. He was like in the middle of his meal.
Amazing.
He was just so happy that like somebody knew his club. I was like,
That's so awesome.
It was pretty cool exchange.
I love it. That's cool. Yeah, so rounding out the top 10, Griezmann is at 6 with 12 seasons, tied with Drogba at 7th. Giggs with 11. Mbappe still going strong at 10 already.
Yeah.
So he might be eclipsing this potentially. Aguero at 10 straight seasons.
My boy.
Thomas Muller at 10 straight seasons. And then Van Persie and Henry also at 10 seasons straight.
Yeah, Lamine Yamal will get there as well. It'll be so weird to see his season or his career evolve.
Which one?
Lamine Yamal. I'm so fascinated with how his career is going to go.
It's so much, I feel like at times it's so much about opportunity, and the timing of everything. Like he just that Euros came at the perfect time where he could showcase his stuff, like it's just we've had the chance to see how good he is at such a young age. It's insane. Like everything, and he's on such a good national team. Like it's just everything's kind of worked. He's so good, but also everything's worked out, I think, in his favor for getting opportunity at the right time.
No doubt. And he when he started, Barcelona was a little down for Barcelona standards,
Mm-hmm.
So he did get a chance to show his stuff.
All right. Next up, we're going to stick with scoring, but we're going back to the Premier League in honor of Eze's hat trick over the weekend. It was actually the 400th hat trick in the history of the Premier League. So cross that milestone. I have a few hat trick stats here for you. Who has the most overall hat tricks in league history?
We're doing like modern Premier League, right?
Yeah, actual Premier. Yeah, since '92 or whatever Premier League.
Most hat tricks. What's the number?
I remember we 12. I remember we talked about this before at one time.
I mean, I have no idea, so I'm just gonna throw out strikers. I'm gonna go with Shearer.
It's not Shearer. Good guess though. One more guess.
One more guess. Okay, I'm gonna say, Harry Kane.
Oh, good guess. It is Kun Aguero with 12.
Oh my God! I should have just gone with my boy. God damn it! All right, I'm drinking 2 for that one.
Next up, who has the most in one season? It is 5 hat tricks in one season.
Whoa, Haaland?
It's not Haaland.
Damn it. Aguero?
It's not Aguero.
I had to try.
All right, one more guess.
I don't know. Teddy Sheringham. I don't fucking know.
No, I'll give you a half point. You already said the name. It is
Shearer?
Alan Shearer that holds this record.
Okay. 5 in one.
Who holds the record of the most against one team? It is 3 total against one team. They've had hat tricks. This is a player, I'd say, in the modern era. They're not still in the Premier League now, but it isn't like back in the 90s or something. If you get a guess and then you get a hint.
What team
did it is not a name you have mentioned.
What team did they do it against?
I was going to say, the hint's going to be this was a player on Liverpool against Norwich.
Against Norwich. Oh, Suarez.
It is Suarez, yeah.
I remember, I'm probably blurring some of them together, but I remember at least one hat trick against them. Dude, Suarez, he had that one season.
Dude, he was insane.
He was untouchable. It was crazy. That fucking bite.
All right, well, let's get into it, man.
Oh, is it tier list time?
It is tier list time.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I've been coming real strong at Austin with surprise tier lists the last few weeks. So once again, we're back for more. We've been on a good streak. Had some good topics, good categories that have come up. This week, we are moving into our tier list of goal celebrations. So we got a pretty decent list here. This is a mix of both sort of classic, universal type goal celebrations that you do see often, as well as some very specific individual ones. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, which will be fun to go through. There's definitely ones we're missing. There's absolutely going to be a round 2 of this with ones that I missed.
Oh man!
But I try to just cover some of the
every season.
Seriously, but I try to just hit some of the big ones, some of the general ones that we see a lot, and then some of the big ones. Our tiers this time are going to be at the bottom at D is please stop, never again. I don't want to see that. C is just whatever. Okay, cool. B is actually, that is cool. That's dope. Or that's cool. A is dope. I keep getting mixed up. A is dope. That's actually dope. And then S is yes. I've injected into my veins. I want to see this every game. So this will be a fun one to go through. I'm very curious. I have a feeling me and Austin are going to be differing on some opinions here. So it should be a fun one to go through.
It's good because we agree too often. So
too often we're agreeing. So, all right. First off is probably the most common celebration that we see. That is the classic knee slide. Oh man, some of them are just glorious knee slides. When the field's slick and they get the angle just right, you're sliding for 10 yards at least across the grass. Obviously, just torching the turf and ruining it, but real sick in the moment. But what are your thoughts on the knee slide?
Okay, so I just want to preface this whole idea. I hate choreographed celebrations. I enjoy in the moment, spontaneous, like emotional celebrations. That's what I enjoy the most.
Okay.
I feel like the slide is the best combination of both, where it's like it's not quite premeditated. It's just like they're pumped that they scored and they're just running to the side and they slide it out. So and this is just a classic one. I'm actually going to go S tier for this. Because I think I'm
all right with it. I was going to go A. Like, I think it's cool. I think it can be really fucking awesome. I also absolutely love when it's somebody trying to do a knee slide that hasn't done it before and they get those knees stuck in the ground and face plant. It's one of the best things. There
has to be somebody that has injured themselves doing it, right? I can't think of anybody right now, but there's got to be a player out there.
Yeah, if you get those knees, you just don't get the right angle. You just jam those knees into the ground.
Hit like a dry spot.
Dude, yeah. You hit the sprinkler head or something. Like, oh man.
Oh gosh.
I'm cool with S. S is fine. There's some real awesome ones out there. All right, next up, very common one. There's different iterations of this one. But it's the standing in front of the crowd with your fingers in your ear or covering your ears, but basically trying to block out all the noise and feel and listen to the crowd, obviously, as they're screaming and yelling your name. Picture there is Memphis Depay. He did that all the time. Every time he scored, he was doing that. But lots of guys we see doing this one.
Yeah. I think this one's pretty lame. For me, it's a C, like whatever. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not like D, like please stop, but it is it's a little cocky, I feel like. A little like, look at me, like look how loud everyone is because of me. I'm just not a big fan of those ones that are very sort of self-promoting.
For sure.
Yeah. The opposite of that, the next one is, instead of covering your ears, it's let me hear you, baby. It's cupping your ears. It's like, I want to hear you get as loud as you can.
Is this antagonistic or is this like home crowd? I guess it's usually.
I was thinking home crowd, but you could take it any way you want.
It kind of goes both ways, I think.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this one. Again, like I'm going to be a harsh grader on these. I think this is B or C for me.
Yeah, it's right on that line, I think, between B and C. I don't think it's as I think whatever is harsh. Like, I think it's fine. If we think of B as like that, fine. It says cool, but
yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, next up, legendary picture. Another classic celebration we see all the time. That is the shirt coming off. This specific example is is it to the extreme with the full flex in the middle of the field. And was
Balotelli,
that
he
was
was
that
always to
World
the
Cup or
extreme.
Euro? I think that was Euros. He did this against Germany, 2012. I remember that now. Yeah. Damn, that's going back in time. Holy shit. But shirt off, automatic yellow card, which I fucking hate.
Yeah, really dumb.
I don't like this celebration, man. I think it's fucking stupid.
Wait, I have a question for you. If they didn't do a yellow card for this, would we see it
Oh, it'd be
more
sick.
often? Would we see it more
Yeah, that
often?
would be sick.
You think so? Because I feel like it doesn't stop a lot of guys. They do it anyways.
It doesn't, but that's what like triggers me. It's like you automatically getting a yellow card for it. Like it's stupid. Like what are we doing?
So neither of us are professional players, but we've scored goals in our life. Did you ever get the urge to take your shirt off?
No.
No. So for me, it's a little lame. But if you can do it in the right moment, in the right way, like Balotelli did, like I feel like there's a range of shirt times you can take it off.
Where you're like, yeah, like you are the man.
I think the S tier version of this is Sergio Aguero winning the Premier League on the last game of the season.
Yeah, if it's the very end of a game, I'm okay with it.
And he's swinging his shirt over his head like a rally towel, and
that is fine.
That is
no. I guess I should explain a little bit more, dude. If it's the first half, if it's like it is so dumb, but yeah, I'm actually totally fine with it if it's end of the game. You know, injury time,
right? There's different
at the end of the
levels
game.
of it.
That's fine. I don't care. But like, you gave yourself a yellow card in the first half or something for doing something stupid. You need that in your pocket, man. Like, you need to be able to do a tactical foul. Like, what are you doing?
It's a really
You're one
thing.
dumb incident away from getting a red.
Yeah, see, it can be D and it could be S for me, so I don't know what to do with it.
I think we got to put it in. I guess B would be the answer then, but
law of averages. Okay, we'll drop it.
Yeah,
it really just depends.
Yeah. All right. Next up is one. I feel like this is a much more common trend. There's a few players that it's kind of their go-to. Specifically, Kudus and Garnacho. But the picture there, you have a Salah. But the after scoring, you go and take a little seat on the ad board, chilling. Sometimes you got the homies that come up next to you, but basically you're just sitting and relaxing there with the fans in the stands. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Neither am I. I'm not a huge fan.
It seems to be a trend now, though.
I would put it in the C whatever group. I don't like it.
I'm fine with that. All right, next up, this is always awesome, but this is a specific situation, but this is for whatever's going on, right? You're either down in the game, whatever, game's tied, but you score a goal and there's no celebration. It's sprinting to grab the ball, pick it out of the net, right back to the start line, slam the ball down on the center spot. Let's go. Like, we need another goal. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Yeah, you said it at the very beginning. This one's awesome. Like, it's always awesome. It's let's go. Let's go get another one. I think this is at least A tier. Could be S tier. But
it could be S tier, man.
I'll go
depending on the situation.
I don't think I'm gonna give many S tiers, so I'm gonna put it up there.
Cool with that.
We can adjust later if we need it.
Yeah, we might. This one might be a little tough, so we'll some of these we might need to reevaluate. All right, next up we have another classic one. This is the either pointing to, grabbing, or kissing of the badge, whether it's country, whether it's club, but usually sort of directed towards the fans, grabbing the badge, kissing it, pointing to it, whatever it is, but really just kind of supporting the team, supporting the country, whatever it is.
I gotta be honest, I like this one.
I love this. I love this.
The only time I don't like it is when you do it and then 2 weeks later you ask for a release from your team. Not going to mention any names, Paqueta, but other than that, like, I really like it. So what do you think of A tier?
I'm fine with that. I think it's To me, it's
Are you up in S?
I would put it S myself.
Ooh, okay, we'll go.
I
I'll go
like
with
it. I
S.
think about it compared to the pulling the ball out of the goal. To me, I like it just as much or more.
All right, all right.
You know,
I
head to
definitely
head.
support it because it's not about themselves. Well, it can be to
Yeah,
like make nice with the fans or whatever. But for the
I
most
don't think
part,
so
you're
though.
yeah, the real ones. It's I love my club. I love my
Yeah.
country. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm playing for. And yeah, I'm with that.
All right. Next up is also a very common one. This is the baby on the way, pregnant, ball in the belly, thumb in the mouth, pointing to the stands. We see it all the time, obviously,
Yeah,
as players are scoring.
I think this one's cool. Like
Yeah.
it's cool. Uh,
Yeah. Because you see it so much, I think it
right.
moves it down. It's the idea is awesome, but it's just kind of all right. Like you see it all the time.
Yeah, I remember Nikki one time who knows no soccer, like saw a guy do this, and she's like, "Why did he do that?" I'm like, "He's probably got like a baby on the way, or like just had a baby or something." And she's like, "Oh my god, that's so sweet." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. Uh
Yeah.
huh."
Perfect.
Little does she know, I'm like they do this shit all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that she sees it for the first time. It's like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, he was the third guy today to do
Yeah,
that.
this is for his sixth kid with his fourth baby
Yeah.
mama.
Oh man, we got Stephon Diggs in the house. All right, next up we have the also pretty classic. I don't think we see it as much, but there's definitely players like Saka that are still doing it. But this is the corner flag celebration. I don't, I guess, necessarily understand the symbology of it or anything, but running to the corner flag, holding the flag. I think Saka does it with a salute.
Who
But
kicks
just
it?
general corner flag prop celebrations.
Who kicks a corner flag?
Oh, Vardy used to shatter that thing, dude.
Vardy. Yes, thank you.
Dude.
I was like, yeah, he just karate kick that thing every time. It's awesome. I mean, they're all kind of different. I'll probably it Vardy's is an A, but I think all the other
Oh
ones
yeah.
are probably like B or C.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of whatever, to be honest.
Yeah, prop stuff doesn't do it for me. Whatever. C.
Yeah, if you're cool with that.
Okay.
All right, next up, this is a pretty minimal one, and actually, I think we see this more often in American sports recently than soccer. But the fake injury into some sort of celebration dance. The picture there was some girl that went viral for doing this, but faking an injury and then going into twerking. I've seen a few. There's definitely been a few guys that have done it too, both in the Premier League and European overall. But the general fake injury celebration,
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I think it's so dumb.
I think it's really
Please
dumb
stop.
too.
Never again.
Yeah. Our first D tier. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I needed.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have the classic, whether it's on purpose or accidental, but the somehow managing to find yourself in the stands, whether you try to jump on the ad board and then you fall you fall forward, or you just are just so excited you're just rushing to the fans. But when the players actually are ready to, we saw this firsthand ourselves with Chelsea at Crystal Palace, running to the fans and then the ad boards falling over and then ending up in the stands.
That
But
ad board was barely standing up, like with
that thing wasn't
nobody
holding
standing on
together.
it. Yeah, I actually like this one because it plays into the emotion and passion and going towards the fans who are going nuts. So I'm actually going to rate this pretty high. I would go A tier for this one.
I think A. Yeah, I'm cool with A on that. I like the more, like you said, just like spur of the moment. It's and half the time that happens, I feel like it's unintentional too, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they tripped and fell, or like somebody grabbed them, and like all of a sudden they're like in the stands. That's awesome. All right, next up is another classic. That's the kiss the camera. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a fake kiss, sometimes it's on the glass. You see those dirty lips on the glass. Sometimes there's a little message with it. Love you, mom, whatever. But yeah, kissing the camera.
I'm not Doesn't do it for me. Doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I think it's a whatever.
Would you ever kiss the camera?
No.
No, of course not. C tier.
All right. Next up is back in the vein of the running into the crowd, but this is, I feel like you see it often. I think maybe more often with like international and stuff, but the goal scorer, if somebody scores a goal and then instead of like sort of running to the corner flag to celebrate, they actually run to the bench. They run to the manager or the whole coaching staff and all the players on the bench, but actually just going straight to the team to celebrate.
Yeah, I like this one. I think it's B for me. Cool.
I'm right with B. Yeah.
All right, not putting up a fight on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea. It's one of those, I like the idea of it, but it's actually kind of like weird and boring to watch on TV, if that makes sense. It's like I feel like you can't see anything.
It's a long run.
There's the long run. There's too many people. Like, what's going on. So, next up. All right, next up, another passion one. This is when you got a player that's celebrating, right? Running the corner flag, whatever, and they just get absolutely tackled by their teammates, right? You got the bench running out to them, you got players sprinting from defense up to them, and they just end up in the bottom of a pile. You actually don't even see a celebration out of them, right? They're just mobbed.
See, I like this too. Team. Again, the passion ones I like. So like I'm with this one. I'll put it similar to the crowd one. I'll give it an A.
I think A is good. Yeah.
Okay.
Not quite an S, but I like A. All right. Pointing to the name on the back of the jersey.
Oh, this is the easiest one of the day. This is a straight never again D tier for me.
I hate
it. The individual call out over the team to be like, look what I did. This is my name. Like, dude, fuck you, dog. No, never.
Even with it's even worse, right? There's times I feel like that this happens and like it was like a sick assist to like there was like so much other stuff that people did and they're still doing that. It's like, oh my God. Tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, exactly. Or when it's like a super average goal and then they do that
and
you're like, dude, you didn't even create that. It just fell to you and you tapped it in. Like, chill out.
I do like the very recent trend, but this is specifically Thiago on Brentford. I don't know if you've seen his celebration. It's a little bit like this. He's not pointing the name on the back, but he's pointing to himself. But what he does is he points to himself, and then he goes, no. And then he points up, obviously, like for God or whatever. And then he nods his head, yes, it's like the exact opposite of that. He's like, this isn't me.
I've seen him do that, but I didn't know that he did that every time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look for it now. But okay, I like
that. Yeah, he's like, it's like the exact opposite. It's awesome to see. All right, also the exact opposite of that. A classic one, the shoe shine for the assister, crosser, whatever it is. Goal scorer gets down on a knee, shining the shoes of the assister. Hell yes.
Dude, I haven't seen this one in a long time.
Yeah.
When is
I think I remember seeing it last. I haven't seen one this season for sure. I think I remember seeing one last season.
You saw one last year? Yeah, the only ones I can think of years ago. But I kind of like it because you're propping up your teammate, not yourself.
It's awesome.
And it's a really funny like visual too.
I think it's dope. I think it's A.
Yeah, I'm with this. This is actually a choreographed one that I like.
I feel like, I mean, I don't think it's I think it's always spur of the moment though, to be honest.
Yeah, but by choreographed I mean like
multiple people in on it.
It has a set routine, Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, look at this spread we have on the rankings right now, dude. This is awesome.
Yeah, pretty even.
All right, next up. All right, now we are getting into our specific individual celebration. Actually, this one is not individual, but we're about to be there after this. But this last one that's a common one is the classic no celebration against your old team.
You gotta love this. Like, it's not a celebration, so I'm not giving it S tier or anything like that, but it's A. I think dope. I think it shows respect for your old club.
Yep.
I'm with that. Who was it recently? I can't think of it. There was someone like this season that played against our old team. Mm-hmm. Scored and like celebrated hard. Like,
And I think it was Neto.
was it Neto? Yeah. That
Yeah,
was recently. He happened to do that against Wolves. Yeah. And they were like,
yeah,
why did he do that? Like,
yeah. Why are you
what
doing
did
that, man?
Wolves do against you? Did he forget he was playing against them? Like, I
I
don't
think
know.
he did. To be honest, I feel like that's how the celebration was. It was like he was just super happy.
He was just pumped that
It's
he
like, yo,
scored. He's like, yes, finally, I got one.
yeah. It felt like that though. It didn't feel like
It-
pointed at all.
yeah. But he didn't. He certainly didn't catch himself afterward. You know what I mean? He couldn't
No,
be like,
yeah, it wasn't like, oh, sorry,
sorry. That was just I was really wanted to score there. Yeah, no.
yeah. All right, now we're getting into specific celebrations by people. This one legendary. So the exact opposite of what we just talked about. Adebayor gets his old team sprinting full length of the field into the knee slide. It's in front of the Arsenal fans.
I mean, I kind of like this one. I think this is so funny and just
Dude,
like
it's an S tier for me. It's just
so like it's such a middle finger. It's just too funny. This would piss me off so badly if I was a fan of the team that did this.
yeah.
Oh my god, I would instantly hate him. But as a as a third party, I think it's fucking hilarious.
It's so
I remember
good.
that game. I remember he ran so far. He ran
The
completely,
entire length of the field at full speed.
and I'm sure all his teammates were like, "What the fuck is he doing? Where is he going?" Like trying to celebrate with him as he's just sprinting the wrong direction all the way
Yeah.
over. So
I remember
funny.
we recently had talked about this, and I guess the fans were saying some fucked up shit to him.
Oh, I'm sure.
So there's definitely some more to the story, that was kind of inciting it. But yeah, dude, just
You don't do that
hilarious.
for no reason. That's
Dude,
so
yeah,
funny.
it'll never one of those things that'll never be forgotten, you know.
So funny, dude.
All
Speaking
right,
of funny,
another classic, the Eric Cantona special.
dude, the
top
Cantona
top left corner chip, uh statue staring around at the stands.
looked around like he's lost, like he had just like appeared there from like an alien spaceship. Like, where the fuck am I? Like, what happened? What just happened? This is so fucking funny to me too. Like, I would hate any other player doing this, but somehow
It is so
his
cocky.
face, it's so arrogant. And I just clowned on so many other celebrations for being arrogant and selfish. This
But he
is
was good enough that he could pull it off.
for some reason he does it in a way that cracks me up, and I find it entertaining and less like I feel like he's doing it for entertainment's sake. Uh, and he's just playing into it. I don't know why it doesn't bother me like the other ones do, but I fucking love this one. I think this is like A to S tier for me.
I'm fine with S if you want it. Yeah, it was just perfection in the moment. That specific that specific one, man. Oh my god,
So good. Dude, so
so
good.
good.
I could watch that clip all day.
All right, next up, one that we used to see a ton, not so much now with Harry Kane in the Bundesliga,
Wow.
the Harry Kane
He's
special.
still doing it a lot.
He's still doing it a lot, but the Harry Kane, whatever that underhanded, not fist pump karate chop thing is, a slightly more subdued type of celebration.
Slightly more subdued. We talk about it's totally subdued. It's
Okay,
like the whole
all right,
thing.
all right.
He's like, I'm pumped up. Yes. And he just like checks it down. It's like when I'm driving my stick shift and I fuck up once or twice and it like stalls out. I feel like that's what his celebration looks like. He's gonna go for a big fist pump and then he just like stalls and punches down a little bit. And you're like, what the fuck was that? I don't like it, as you can tell. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
like see whatever. Like I love Harry Kane, nothing against him, but it is kind of like understated. I don't know, but also choreographed. It's weird. I don't know. Can't you
I
just
like
give a real fist pump one time?
true. I do like when players find a way to have like think about how many players there have been and goals have been scored. And when you can kind of find something that's your own thing, I kind of give people props for that because there's like, how is there anything left to figure out to do that other people haven't done? So I always kind of give a little bit of props for that, but I agree. Like, it's it's underwhelming, and it's kind of you're kind of just like let down, by it. It's like building up to something that's just kind of,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't love it, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Where would you put it?
All right. Either I think B or C. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pull it down to C. I don't
Okay.
love it.
All right. Next up is the Bellingham, somewhat similar to the Cantona, and Cantona actually did some that are like this, but I like to call it the "Are you not entertained" pose.
Yeah. I
to
don't
the
know.
crowd.
I'm indifferent on this one. I could probably go B or C. I don't know.
I think this is how I feel about it. When he was like, the man, when he was on fire, I think it was pretty sick. But once you're not,
True.
it looks stupid.
With you. So
I'm B or C.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have strong feelings for that one, really. I'll go B.
We can leave it in the middle then.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is another one-time classic.
Oh gosh, S tier. This is number one for me.
the Robbie Fowler snorting the line of the end line.
Well, you got to give it the context. So Robbie Fowler got in trouble for cocaine, and then in this game he scores the goal and he pretends to snort the end line behind the goal, the white chalk, and it is just so fucking funny. He has to get down on his knees and elbows and he just pretends to do a line toward the corner flag. With the context of what happened, it is the best goal celebration I've ever seen in my life. If you haven't seen it, go YouTube it. It's so fucking funny.
Giant middle finger with Steve McMenamin trying to rip him away from doing it in the process. He's like, dude, stop.
No, bad idea.
Don't do it.
He's like, no, fuck this. I'm doing it. Like he had it set in his mind like days before that.
Yeah.
So fucking good. Love that one.
Lovely. All right, next up is a classic that, damn, it reminded me that he's not in the league anymore. But Son with his picture celebration.
You mean LAFC's own Hyunmin Song?
No longer in the playoffs.
I know. I'm actually glad they lost. That team scared me. I don't love the celebration. It doesn't bother me either, but I love Son. So like I can't hate on it too much.
I think it's cool.
Yeah. All right, we'll go cool. B. Yeah, I think that's cool.
Cool. All right, next is a shout out. Had to throw this one in for our boy Jota, who passed away.
Oh man.
But he had the video game playing FIFA celebration, cross-legged at the end line.
Dude, cheers.
I love it, man.
Cheers to Jota. I'm putting him in S tier just because he deserves it, dude.
Deserves it. Cheers. Yeah, drink for Jota. All right, we're down to our last, what is this, last three? So next up we have, so this isn't, he doesn't always do this. He does have some of the passionate reaction celebrations or he's just out of control.
Yes.
But every now and again, Hallen will hit the meditation yogi pose, which I just find so hilarious. Somebody that's just so full of energy and such a beast. Just coming down and just taking time to basically meditate after scoring the goal, I think is such a good juxtaposition when it happens. It's awesome when it happens.
And because he doesn't do it every time, it makes it better. If he did this every time, I would put this in D tier. But he doesn't. So I'm going to go, like, for me, it's probably like a B tier cool.
I think B is fine, yeah. All right, last three. He's not the only one to do this, but I feel like he was the best to do it, and probably the one
he was
that
the best
scored
that
the most doing it. And that is Aubameyang's flip. So athletic, man. Holy shit. There's other people that do it, but I feel like he did it the easiest of anyone I've ever seen. It was just so easy for him.
He did it really easily, and he I don't think he still does it though. I'm trying to think.
He did it. He did it when he scored in the Champions League.
I don't think
He
I
at least
noticed it.
I think he used to do like a handspring into a flip. I think this last time he just did an actual flip. But
I might have missed it. Yeah. I think this is a cool one because it's a flip, dude. A backflip's cool. Front flip's cool.
I think it's dope. Yeah.
Let's go dope. A tier. I like that.
All right. I had to throw this one in here. I love this. This is the James Madison. We're unfortunately not getting to see him this season, but the James Madison dart throw into the corner flag.
This may be a hot take, but I don't love it. I don't.
Oh man, come on.
I know. I like.
All right. Well, what I wanted to get into was this specific celebration led to quite a hilarious exchange with Maupay, if you remember him.
That was funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Making fun of his celebration, and then they score, or Son scores and does it back to him. It was just the best.
That was awesome. Maupay's such a
the
troll.
dueling. If we change this from just a dart throw to dueling celebrations, we need to see more of that, man. We need to see some celebration duels.
That's a good call. That's a good call. I don't like it when I see players do other players' celebrations. For example, Christian Benteke used to do the LeBron James like hand push down thing. And I'm like, dude, why are you doing LeBron James? Like,
yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, it's really dumb. But back to this one.
Maupay finds a way to do it, and it's hilarious.
Maupay is funny, but he's doing it like as an antagonist, not
yeah.
That's funny. I personally would just put it in C tier, but I'll defer to you on this one.
I guess I'm okay with it. I was thinking B tier myself, but I'll let you get the tiebreaker on that.
Okay, all right. This last one, the Ronaldo. He's scored more goals than anybody. He does this almost every time. The jump, spin, spread the legs, point your back to the crowd. You see every kid like replicate this. What are your feelings on it?
Once again, like I was just saying earlier, I do like when players find some sort of celebration they can do that's different. Like I feel like that's just a challenge. Like I feel like I would struggle to come up with something on my own that I do that's sort of different or unique. And he once again found a way to do that. Obviously grew very old seeing it all the fucking time, but I feel like I shouldn't hold that against it. To me though, with on the whole, it's like either a B or a C. Like it's pretty cool that this is something that I didn't specifically, I guess, talk about, but the fact that there's a celebration like that kind of that the crowd can get into, right? Because they can all build up and go "Sue" at the same time, which is pretty sick. I do like that kind of the crowd getting involved, but it's a little bit douchebaggy. It's a little bit big headed at the same time. So it's like right in that middle for me.
It's just like Cristiano.
Exactly. It's just like right in the middle, for me.
So yeah, I think B tier's fair.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but I also don't love Cristiano. So there's that.
Yeah, there you go.
So there you go. Yeah. That's actually, I was more positive than I thought I was going to be.
Well, I'm sure there's more that I could come up with.
I think if we did more individual celebrations, I would be in the lower tiers. But the classic ones I put up high. I didn't expect there to be so many classic ones.
Yeah, I see. For the first time, I kind of split it down the middle.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I just think that
no, but I'm like I was immediately as I was doing it, I was like, there is immediately a round 2 we're going to be doing.
Do you have a favorite or maybe least favorite personal celebration? Like not a classic one, but one guy.
Like if it was myself,
like the Nkunku bubble.
But I'm just saying like myself, like when I used to play and stuff, for me it was always the kissing the badge. Like I thought that was just like the coolest, like that just sort of communicates how you feel, to everybody in the crowd. So that to me was always like, I guess what made me feel the best. Like when you see that happen, you're like, yeah, like that player who really cares.
Yeah.
So that's the one that probably makes me feel the best. The Robbie Fowler, the Adebayor, those are just some of the funniest like individual moments, though, right? That we got to see.
Yeah. There's the Nkuku one. I think is like what's this the story behind that?
I don't know. I don't even know.
That's the other thing. I don't want to trash a certain celebration when I don't know why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Because they usually have a reason. But yeah, the Nkuku one's just weird. I don't like. You really play with a balloon in your sock every day? Like, why? Like, I don't know. That was just weird to me. But I'm trying to think of my favorites. The Robbie Fowler one is definitely the best. That is without a doubt my favorite of all time.
If you think of individual ones, like, yeah, it's tough. There's not a lot that like really stick out. You know?
But I don't like a lot of them either. So it's like I prefer the goal scorer that is like just pumped that he scored and runs back to go score again. You know, like high fives his teammates and gets on with it.
Yeah. We can absolutely be united though on the pointing at the name, man. It's just like
that's the worst one.
Hate that shit.
100% the worst one. Shit. The worst one. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other ones now. I gotta come up with some. I'll be ready next time.
Yeah. Well, we'll do a second round of that one. It'll be fun. All right. Why don't we get into match week 13?
Match week 13. So let's see.
I will be right back as you introduce that.
All right. Before we pick our matches and our bets, I just want to point out that we made money last week. We cleaned up with Villa, Palace. We hit on Brighton Brentford over, which also won. We lost on the Liverpool Man U debacle. And we went for the Arsenal Tottenham draw, which I think was a good bet because it was almost plus 400. But yeah, we didn't hit there. This week, I haven't looked at the slate. We haven't looked at the lines, but we have our picks here. So let me just check. The first matchup is Brentford at home against Burnley. Now, I was like, oh, Brentford at home, win. I put in 2-0. They are minus 227. I was hoping to get better odds than that, but doesn't look like they're messing around. Manchester City is home against Leeds. This, I went 4-0, heavy Man City. Like, how do they not destroy Leeds on this one? Minus 410 for Manchester City, plus 900 if you think Leeds can upset them. I mean, Leverkusen just did it, so it is a possibility, but I don't see it. And then...
ain't happening.
Yeah, no. It's not happening. You sounded like a robot voice to me, but you're right. It's not happening. Next up is Sunderland at home against Bournemouth. I am pumped.
Oh, boy.
I am pumped to watch this game. It's... Okay, I did a 1-1 draw, and it's kind of in line with what the line is. It's plus 205 for a Sunderland win, plus 134 for Bournemouth on the road. What'd you go with here?
I went 2-1 Bournemouth. I feel like this Sunderland, coming out party has to end at some point. I feel like it's going to be a team like a Bournemouth that is, a good team, but a little bit, maybe you sleep on them a little bit, right? You're like, oh, we're not going against the big dog.
Yeah.
And they come in, they surprise them a little bit. You mentioned it before. It's such a tough place to go play.
The Stadium of Light.
Dude, Stadium of Light is insane. They're on a streak. So, but I think this is the type of squad that comes in and gets it done.
See, I was along the same line as you, where I think Bournemouth are a better team. Maybe not playing as well as Sunderland is right now.
Yeah.
But I had to factor in the Stadium of Light difference. So I did 1-1 draw.
All right. Not upset about it.
I took some chances this week, as you'll see. Next up, Everton at home against Newcastle. Plus, wow, I'm actually surprised. Have you looked at the line yet? Don't look if you haven't.
No.
What did you pick? What was your
I went Newcastle 2-1 at Everton.
Okay. So I flipped it. I did Everton 2-1.
Okay.
I'm actually surprised to see the line is almost identical. It's basically a pick 'em. So it's plus 173 for an Everton win and plus 160 for Newcastle.
Okay. All right.
I would expect the line to be how you had it. Newcastle winning this and more of a favor. Maybe like a, I
Yeah.
don't know, plus
It's pretty,
250
that is
for an
pretty even
Everton
for
win.
sure, like you said.
So, I don't know. That might be a good bet, plus 160 for Newcastle.
Keep that. Yeah. I mean, we'll keep that in mind.
Next up, Tottenham at home against Fulham. Plus 123 for a Tottenham win, plus 235 for Fulham win. This, I stuck with Tottenham. I did 2-1. Fulham just haven't looked themselves.
Agreed. I think Tottenham's been like, yeah, they have a couple losses in a row, but against like two of the best teams in the world, probably. So,
And they don't
and
look terrible. You know what I mean?
I know, and they had fight in those games, So I'm not too scared about Tottenham, but I think these are the type of games they're gonna win.
Yeah,
2-1.
I mean, we're getting
plus 123, dude.
Yeah,
I'm getting that
plus
down.
123, I think, is more than fair. Next up, this one is I really want to see this one. Crystal Palace at home for Manchester United. A Manchester United team that just lost to a 10-man Everton at home. And the odds kind of reflect that. So Crystal Palace are the favorites at plus 131 to win at home, and then Manchester United plus 195.
Damn.
I actually thought Manchester United would be the favorites because they always get
I know,
a
me
little
too.
bit extra on the line. And I picked Crystal Palace to win this outright. I did 2-1 Palace.
I did 2-1 Man U, man.
I know you can't go get you. You always think they get the edge, and you're right. They usually do. But
yeah,
my love for Crystal Palace is shining through on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I hope for that, but yeah, they're gonna get help, I think, in this game.
I feel like this is a stay away bet.
Yes, stay away 100%.
I don't trust it. Aston Villa at home against Wolves. Villa doesn't get the same odds that other clubs get. I swear, like they are on absolute fire playing against a Wolves team with 2 points on the season, and it's only minus
in a local derby. Yeah,
it's only like minus 214
rivals, right?
for them to win.
That instant parlay opportunity there.
Yeah. What do they call this? Midlands?
The Midlands Derby, I think. Yeah, something
is?
like that. Yeah, something.
Yeah, they're not too far away. But yeah, this should be like minus 400 if you ask me. I did a 3-1 Villa. I gave
2-0.
Wolves a pity goal.
Nah, I didn't give them shit. 2-0.
All right, Nottingham Forest at home against Brighton. A Nottingham Forest team that looks totally different than it did 2 weeks ago. Plus 176. This is another coin flip game. Plus 153 for a Brighton win on the road. What did I do? I did a 2-2 draw. I chickened out.
I did a 2-2 draw.
I chickened out. I mean,
this was it last year or 2 years ago where this was one of those just crazy games where I think like Nottingham beat them like 6-0 or something. Wasn't there some crazy game, right, when Brighton came into town?
Maybe. It's hard to remember.
They just got blasted. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. But yeah, it was some. So I'm a little nervous that Brighton's coming in with revenge, but I feel like Nottingham's kind of turned a page. And they're kind of exciting again. I'll be coming off of that Liverpool game. You got to be riding high.
Yeah.
And Brighton's just always exciting.
Good, they're good. They're good.
I feel like there's this draw written all over it.
Another stay away bet for me. Like this could go any different direction. This next game is hilarious. West Ham at home against Liverpool. Plus 325 for West Ham at home. Minus 132 for Liverpool. It's almost even odds for a Liverpool win.
Yeah.
And like, I can't not bet this. Like, how do
We
I
have to put
not?
that. We'll put that in the parlay with Aston Villa.
Like, we win every time we bet against West Ham, and Liverpool cannot lose another one, can they? We keep saying
They
this.
can't.
It's been like 7 weeks now.
They can't lose again.
Against West Ham, like, you're joking me. Like, there's no way. I don't care where they play this match. Like, they can't lose this game. Right?
They can't. I went 2-1. I think it's a battle. Like, I think they're like, the way they've been playing, man, they're going to be fucking fighting for it. And it's going to be like down to the wire. But I think they win 2-1.
I actually put 2-1 as well. And then the matchup of the weekend, number 1 and number 2 in the table. Stamford Bridge, Chelsea, Arsenal, Derby. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I will tell you the lines after I tell you my pick first. I am going Chelsea 2-1.
Me too. 2-1.
No way. Let's go. Oh, my God. Okay.
2-1 Chelsea.
Then let's look at the line because it has to be Arsenal. Chelsea plus 240. Let's lock it in, baby.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised Arsenal's plus 119. That's not a bad number either.
Plus 240, though? Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, they're playing against Arsenal, the number 1 team in the league.
No, they're the number 2 team in the league, though.
I cannot wait to watch this game. I hope this lives up to the hype because, dude,
that's
Derby,
8:30 on Sunday.
Both these teams Chelsea is peaking right now. Like, so much on the table. Oh, this is gonna be an awesome one.
Love it. Yeah, that's
it's
absolutely the match of the weekend.
It's the last game, but it's not a Monday. It's the last Sunday game.
Yeah.
Okay, so what bets do we have down so far? We have Tottenham to win at plus 123, Liverpool and Villa. Is that a parlay? Plus 158.
Parlay.
Oh God, that looks too good to be true. And then Chelsea to win plus 240. Okay. All right, yeah, there weren't a lot in there where I was like, "Oh, lock this bet in," you know.
Do you think there's 3 goals in the Nottingham Brighton game? It's at 2.5.
I don't. I don't know, man. Daishi hasn't shown that he's locked in the defense yet. I don't know.
Do we go against Daishi with the over?
I can't do it. I can't do it to him.
All right.
What if you did a Brentford? What was the other one? It was like minus 200. Villa. If you did a Villa Brentford, that's actually worse odds than
it's
Liverpool.
around even.
It's worse odds.
Yeah, it's around even.
Okay. All right. Never mind. I didn't realize Liverpool was at where they're at.
I like maybe doing another parlay with Brentford though. Who else would we?
I mean, we did mention Newcastle. Do we want to bet Newcastle? We both think.
I thought you went against them though.
I did, but I did that before I looked at the line of plus 160.
I think that's. We'll put a little bit on that. How about that? We put a half bet on that.
Yeah, I don't really feel super confident about many of the other ones.
Yeah.
I mean, you liked Manchester United. I just don't trust that game.
Yeah, no, like you can't. When you look at a line, so you look at a line like the Crystal Palace Man U, and if you like both sets of odds, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Like I like Crystal Palace at plus 130, and I like Man U at plus 200. I'm like, okay, I'm not betting that shit. I like both sides.
Yeah, they really didn't give us a lot of value this week.
Yeah.
Like usually there's like 3 or 4 where you're like, that number is too high or too low.
Yeah, I like Bournemouth on the road, but it's tough to go to Sunderland. Like I'm gonna be scared. Maybe Man City minus 410. You'd have to throw that in a parlay to try to get to even with something.
Yeah, let's just keep it. Let's don't overdo it if we're not feeling confident. We did well.
I think it's
week.
smart. It's smart.
We didn't place a ton, and we made money. So yeah, let's keep it rolling. Prop bets are going to be
Smart move.
tough this week.
Yeah. All right. Let's hit that next.
Do you get to go first or do I?
I went first last time. You're up.
Okay, so I'm going to go. So my options are Burnley, Leeds, Fulham count, Wolves, West Ham against Liverpool, and technically Chelsea count.
Oh yeah.
I got to go Chelsea then.
You got to do that.
No-brainer.
All right. So my options. So I got Burnley at Brentford, Leeds at Man City, Fulham barely against Tottenham, Wolves. Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, like you said, tough week. I can't do West Ham against Liverpool, so I think I'm gonna have to go. Gonna have to go Fulham. Fulham at Tottenham.
Yep, that's definitely the second best one. All right.
Then our fantasy team of the week draft.
Oh, I almost forgot. Actually.
All right. So the losing team goes first. I am up first with my first pick. I am gonna go.
So you get one forward,
Gotta
one
get him on my
midfielder,
team.
one defender, and then a wild card position.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Haaland. Gotta get him.
Okay, it makes sense. Man, this is a tough one for me because let me see who they play. Oh, gosh. I don't know what to do here. I clearly didn't prep for this, so I'm just going to roll with this one.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to go Ollie Watkins against Wolves at home. Like, this is the match. Like, he should get some chances.
Yeah. Start delivering. Yeah. All right. Next up for me.
I should save that to last because you already picked a forward. That was dumb. Bad strategy.
Well, I still have a wild card though. I'm going to go Saka. I'll go Saka.
Ooh, in the derby. I like that.
Yeah. If anybody shows up, I feel like he shows up.
I went with this guy last time and he kind of fucked me, but I'm gonna try it again and I'm gonna go Daku.
Okay. Okay.
He counts as a mid.
I like that. This guy absolutely killed me last week, so I've got to steal him away from you. But give me Munoz at defense.
Literally the 1 week you didn't have him, you picked him like every other week.
You got to him first.
You know what? I'm gonna stick with big game Reece James. He'll be my defender.
Okay. All right, and then my wild card, I think he stays hot. Give me Harvey Barnes at wild card.
Ooh, I like that pick. I can't pick anybody on Liverpool. I just can't do it. I'm going to say, oh, gosh. You know what? I'm going to go with my own fantasy team. I want to put faith in my own fantasy guy, and I'm going to go Ismaila Sarr against Manchester United. Right. He has been coming so close to scoring, and he just hasn't been able to finish it. I think he gets it done this week. He's looked sharp, though. Like, he is a dangerous player.
I like it. We went a little deeper at the picks this week. I like it.
I think we should
the Sarr Barnes matchup.
What if I think we should do like our like do they have values on there? They do, right?
I don't know.
The Premier League one has values.
Yeah, the Premier League one definitely has values. Yeah,
I feel like we should have our wild card have to be someone like out
it
of
has
the
to be under
top
X
50
amount.
or something.
I
Yeah,
like that.
like a total wild card player.
I do like that. Yeah,
I don't know how we determine that, but maybe we think about that for next week. Something along those lines. We'll figure it out.
I like it. Yep.
All right, dude, we did it. An hour and 45 minutes after a Thanksgiving
Mega
meal.
pod, dude.
I didn't vomit, which is a win. I feel like I might not eat anything until like dinner tomorrow.
I feel like I think I stayed in control. I only got one plate tonight. I made sure I was
Dessert?
ready for the beer bong.
How about dessert?
Nah, no dessert.
Wow, that's impressive.
Nah, I mean, yeah. I'm not. Dude,
Are you
I'm
on
not a big
Ozempic?
Thanksgiving.
Did you not tell me?
I'm not a big. I'm not a big Thanksgiving dessert fan. Like, I don't like pumpkin pie.
I don't
Like,
like pumpkin pie either.
dude, it's all the worst. It's literally the worst desserts.
Well,
Like
we had cookies.
pecan pie, pumpkin pie. You know, it's like what? This shit
Yeah.
sucks. Give me some fucking apple pie, cherry pie. I need fucking berry.
I'll have more stuffing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, or I'm just gonna fucking give me some fucking potatoes and stuffing and gravy. Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Which I don't understand. Why isn't stuffing like a part of meals year round?
I know, seriously.
It's too
so
good. It's too good to not
Dude,
be
you make
eaten.
like I made like a sausage stuffing for a Friendsgiving over the weekend. I was like, dude, this shit's so good.
It's
Like,
so good. Everyone
why not do
loves
this all
it
the
too.
time?
Who doesn't love stuffing?
it's like the one thing out of besides the turkey, I feel like it's the one thing that doesn't get made at other times of the year, right?
Right. I mean, it's kind of hard to cook a turkey, so I get that.